If you had to pick a person, alive or dead, past, present, real or fictitious, who in your opinion would perfectly embody leadership, who would that be and why?
My instant reaction when I heard the question was Richard Branson. And then I was thinking, why do I think Richard Branson? Because I have a lot of respect for him as a company, someone who's built companies and built an empire. And then I remembered I read his book a really long time ago. I think it's from his book, but it might be somewhere else I read this. But he talked about his staff and how if someone was not performing well, rather than just firing them, and we've touched on this already, rather than just firing them, he would relook at them and whether they would be better suited somewhere else in his team. So he would, reassess it and, reassign them to a different role. And I love that because it totally relates to what I'm all about. And it's all about working in your golden zone. Like I said earlier, you don't have to do everything in your business, but you should be doing what you do really well. And yeah, in this scenario with Richard Branson, he's obviously, he's taken on people, and if they're not performing well, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. It just means they're not in their golden zone. And I love that. I love the fact that he does that.
Yeah, he's a good example, and from a business point of view as well, because obviously coming from very humble beginnings and then one of the biggest companies in the world now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't keep track of the top lists, but
no, but surely he's got to be up there, one of the top ones. Yeah.
No, I've subscribed to his newsletter on LinkedIn. Actually, that's quite good if you haven't already done that.
One leader I would love to sit and talk over dinner with is George Washington. And the reason is, here's a guy who had no track that he could look back on and say, oh, this is how you do this. This is how you lead a brand new country. This is how you lead a nation. All he had seen was what he had seen. Nobody had ever attempted to do what he was doing. And I think that's a conversation all by itself. The other half of that conversation I'd like to have is, at the end of his second term, he made a choice to stop. Everybody wanted him to keep going, seek a third term and a fourth term and be president for life and all of that. And he did not. He chose to lay it down and set a model that would be followed henceforth. This is fascinating to me because you don't often see great, powerful leaders who are willing to lay down their power, their authority, their role, to go home, back to their life. That's not common. I would love to have a conversation around that type of humility and the teachable spirit that he modeled throughout his life as a leader.
I think it probably had to be like Gandhi or Mother Teresa. I think the whole notion of servant leadership is at the core of who I am and who I aspire to be. And so when I think about people who put others first and led with their values, I think those two people did an excellent job of doing that and really understood who they were serving and the problem that they were, trying to fix in the community. And I hope I can have that much humility in life. So those are the two people that I would choose.